Hello, quilt artisans. My name is Shonda, and welcome to my channel, Under the Needle Quilting and Crafts. My voice is not back yet. I went to so a while back, my mom invited myself and Adrian to go on a bus trip to go see a football game. So basically, my mom linked up with this Dallas Cowboys fan club through, mutual connections. Now, we are not Dallas Cowboys fans, but, my mom, doesn't have she doesn't have a lot of opportunity to get out there. And so, she had an opportunity to get out there. And so I think last year they went to a game. They went to Florida. I think they went to a game like in Jacksonville or something. I believe it was in Florida. But this game was in Atlanta. So it was the Falcons playing the Cowboys. And Adrian is a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. So we're talking about football here. For those of you who don't know sports, we're talking about football. So he wanted to go. We wanted to go. We thought it would be a good time, right? Even though we're not Cowboys fans, my mom said that the group that she traveled with was a good group of people and that she had a good time. So we thought it would be fun. And that trip happened this weekend that just passed. So we left Saturday morning. The bus pulled out Saturday morning at 7:30 in the morning. And so what Adrian and I did, so that we would only have one car, we went and picked up my mom. So it was my mom, my Aunt Lois, myself, and Adrian. And so my mom went and picked up, my mom lives about an hour away. So she drove up to my Aunt Lois's house. And then Adrian and I went to my Aunt Lois's house, picked them up, and brought them to our departure location. So a bus pulled out about 7:30 in the morning. We got there. We made a couple of stops. Too many for me. Too many stops. And then we went to our hotel. And when we got to the hotel, they were having happy hour. So we had a little happy hour celebration. And, just kind of hung out for a little bit at the hotel. And then we went to dinner. Dinner was great, though. Dinner was good. It was good. It was some restaurant I hadn't been to, but the food was good. They served it buffet style. So they had something for everybody. So they had a fish dish, they had a chicken dish, and they had a beef dish. So there were 3 different meats. And then there were various sides. They had mashed potatoes, green beans, and some other stuff. But I don't really remember because I didn't eat all that. They had a salad. And I think they had some mac and cheese, but I don't eat that out. I don't eat mac and cheese out because I don't like fake cheese. And generally, when you get mac and cheese out, it is processed American cheese food. It is not actual cheese, and I don't eat that. Now, if you make a homemade mac and cheese and you add Velveeta with so you use real cheese and then you add some Velveeta, I can do that. But that's not what these restaurants be doing. So I don't eat mac and cheese unless it's homemade. And generally, I have to make it, or somebody in my family has to make it. Like, it has to be real cheese. I don't like fake cheese in general. Now, every once in a while, like Adrian uses Velveeta to make a dip. Fine. In a dip. Fine. But with noodles, no. I don't want fake cheese with my noodles. Sorry. That's the me thing. I know a lot of y'all eat fake cheese. I don't eat American cheese, period. Cause that's not real cheese. I don't eat it. My daughter thought she didn't like cheese for years because that's all I knew. Just to be clear, I was raised on fake cheese, okay? So if I had Kraft Singles, that was the good cheese, okay? Kraft Singles was the good cheese. That was the good stuff, okay? That was that good cheese, that expensive cheese. But oftentimes I couldn't afford that, so I would buy Borden, which would be, second tier, and then below that, there would be the store brand. Yeah, those individually wrapped craft singles is what I'm talking about. And so for years, my middle daughter thought she didn't like cheese because that was all we had. So once I switched, and I don't really know when it happened, but at some point I stopped buying fake cheese and I started buying real cheese. And then she started eating cheese. And she was like, this whole time I thought I didn't like cheese, but really I just don't like Kraft singles. I can't go back to Kraft singles. Sorry. I can't do it. Anywho. So Sunday we had the game. We were supposed to tailgate, but by the time we got to the stadium, we got there too late. We didn't leave in time to tailgate. And then when we got there, our food was in the wrong location. So they ended up bringing our tailgate food back to the hotel. So after the game, we went to the hotel. Instead of going out for dinner like we were supposed to, they brought the tailgate stuff to the hotel and we ate that. And then the following day on our way out, we stopped for our last meal at a place called the Varsity. It's like I guess it's well known amongst certain folks. I mean, I get for some people it's well known. I had never heard of it ever until I met Adrian and he was giving me a tour of downtown Atlanta and he told me about it. But before that, I had never heard of the place. But apparently it's like Jimmy Carter's. He loved it. He loved that place because he lives in Georgia and that's the place that he frequents. So, or at least at one point in his life did like to go there. Anywho, so that's that. And then, so we got back Sunday night around 9:00, I guess. So, not Sunday, sorry, Monday. We got back Monday around 9. So it was just a lot happening in a very short time, right? Because we're leaving Saturday morning, getting back Monday night. So that's like 2.5 days. And it was just a lot going on. It feels like more time than it was. I don't know. I can't explain it. You know what I mean? Like when you take a vacation and it's a short, like if it's like just a weekend, it just seems like you do a lot in a very short amount of time. Like that doesn't feel like 3 days. It doesn't. So of course I took Monday off work. So I know somebody in the comments had asked me about my job because I know a couple years ago I went like on a freak out about my job. So I'm still employed with the same employer. They have not laid anybody off. But what they did do is they had a return to office, which was supposed to impact me back then. So I personally feel like what my job is doing is that they are implementing policies to make it less desirable to work there. And so one of the things that they're doing is making us come back into the office. Now, apparently my team was supposed to come back into the office 2 years ago, but somebody didn't get the memo. Like literally somebody didn't get the memo. And so we didn't. So I'm returning to office now. This is supposed to be my first week back in the office. But I will not be there this week. I'll be going in tomorrow, to be honest. I'll be going in tomorrow. So I have to go into the office 3 days a week now. Vacation days. So if I take a vacation day, that does not count. I'm sorry, that counts as a day in the office. And also if there's a holiday, that counts as a day in the office. So I took Monday off because I was going to be on the trip that was already planned. Yesterday I could not go into the office because my badge got deactivated. I had to order a new badge and it came in the mail yesterday. But I ended up taking I ended up working from home yesterday, but today I took a vacation day. I took a PTO day today. And then, so that'll count as, those 2 PTO days will count as 2 days in the office. And I'm going to go into the office tomorrow for that'll count as my 3rd day. So yeah. And they've also made our metrics stricter. Like, there's certain tasks where I used to have 80% compliance. Now I have to have 90% compliance, which is difficult because it's a manual process. There's no real reporting. I don't, like I said, they're putting things in place to make it easier, to make you either want to leave or so they can have cause to let go of you, right? Because if they lay me off because of the time that I've been at my job, they would have to give me 8 months severance. And they'd rather not do that. They'd rather just people quit. So that's what's going on right now. We'll see how things go. We'll see. This economy is up in the air. And I deal with mortgages. So when people can't afford their mortgage, that is the industry that I am in. I deal with people that can't afford their mortgage anymore, or are having difficulty affording their mortgage. And right now, that market is shrinking. Now, if there's a downturn in the economy, which I predict there will be, just, paying attention to indicators. If there's a downturn in the economy, then more people can't afford their house. And unfortunately, when people can't afford their homes, that's job security for me. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at. What have I been working on? Nothing really. Because I normally do my stuff on the weekends. I do a lot of my crafting on the weekends, and I was gone. So I think I made my video Friday last week. I made my Thankful Thursday video on Friday last week, and I showed you guys my yarn haul. And so I've not had a whole lot of time. Now, I thought I would get time to crochet on the bus, but I didn't. Because when I tell you them seats were small, and I fly. To me, the seats on that bus were tighter than airline seats. They were tighter than airplane seats. So it just wasn't really convenient to try to crochet. So I did a little bit on the bus. And then on the way down, we had a lunch break. And I sat at a table because they brought us to a mall. And so I found a table at the mall and I did a little bit of crocheting then. But that's really all that I got done. So I'm going to show you guys what I've worked on. I'm still working on this shawl. And this is where I'm at. So on the trip, I got done the gray. I had enough green to do one stripe of this green. And then I did this kind of purple color. So I have 2 colors left. So my shawl is not going to be super large. But I think it'll be fine. So this is all I've worked on. Shoot, oops. Yeah, that's all I've worked on. I haven't done anything else. There's a football game tonight, so I'm gonna bring this back upstairs with me. And you would think I was off work today. I took a PTO day today, so you would think that I would have done some crochet, but I didn't. Not a single stitch. Not one single stitch. I guess I've been a little bit, I guess I'm a little down lately. You know, you guys, if you watch my channel, you know that I have ups and downs. And so I'm just having a down moment right now, but it'll pass. But I think I'm going to bring this upstairs and try to, because literally I only have enough yarn to do 2 rows in each color. I have 2 balls and I'm going to do 2 rows of each color. And that's all I'm going to be able to get out of this, out of that yarn. So, yeah, I'll work on that tonight. It'll be great to get that done tonight. If I can get it done tonight, that'd be great, but I'm not pressed about it. I'm not going to be worried about it if I don't. I have not sewn anything. I have not sewn a single stitch in a week. Not one. Not a single stitch. The last thing that I sewed is still on the bed of my sewing machine. So, there's that. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Yeah. I guess that's it. I said it was going to be a quick one, but yeah, I didn't think it'd be that quick. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I've got. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go head upstairs. I'm going to bring my crochet project with me, and I am going to, I'm rewatching season 3 of The Boys, because I binged watched that show over a year ago and I don't really remember the last season. So I'm rewatching season 3 so that I can then watch season 4. So that's all I got going on. Anyway, that's it for me, and I will see you guys next video.